What if I told you that one of the most common infections in people over 60 is also one of the most silently mistreated urinary tract infections, UTIs, affect nearly 10 million Americans every year? And for women over 60, it's not just uncomfortable. It can lead to kidney infections, hospital visits, and even sepsis if ignored. The worst part, most people are handed antibiotics without a second thought. But antibiotics don't always work the way we hope, especially as we get older. They disrupt the gut, they lead to resistance, and in many cases, the infection keeps coming back. But here's what nobody tells you: 2 simple ingredients that are probably already in your kitchen can help fight UTIs naturally, safely, without destroying your body's balance. We're talking about baking soda and apple cider vinegar, 2 time-tested remedies that not only ease the pain and urgency of a UTI, but may also help you avoid getting one ever again. Let's begin with a surprising fact. Half of all women will experience at least one urinary tract infection in their lifetime. And for women over 60, the risks only increase. As we age, several changes in the body make us more vulnerable to UTIs. Estrogen levels drop after menopause, thinning the lining of the urinary tract and reducing its natural defenses. The immune system weakens. Some seniors develop incontinence or struggle to empty the bladder fully, leaving behind stagnant urine where bacteria thrive. But UTIs don't always show up with obvious symptoms. In younger people, they might cause burning urgency or pain. In seniors, they can present differently: fatigue, confusion, even falls. That's why so many cases go undiagnosed or are mistaken for just getting older. According to recent estimates, UTIs are the second most common infection in the U.S. after respiratory infections. Each year, they lead to more than 8 million doctor visits, and that's not counting emergency room visits for severe kidney infections. What's more worrying is that many seniors experience recurring UTIs, sometimes several times a year. And while antibiotics can help, they don't always stop the cycle. Most people think they know what a urinary tract infection feels like. Burning, constant urges, discomfort when urinating, it's hard to ignore. But in seniors, the symptoms can be much more subtle. And that's exactly why UTIs often go unnoticed until they become serious. Instead of pain, an older adult might just feel more tired than usual, or suddenly feel confused, anxious, or unusually forgetful. These changes in mood and behavior are often mistaken for early signs of dementia, but they can actually be the first signs of a UTI. Some seniors might feel pressure in the lower abdomen or experience incontinence that seems to come out of nowhere. Others may simply feel a sense of something's off, a general unease that's hard to explain. That's why it's so important to stay alert and listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, especially if there's a change in your energy, your sleep, or your mental clarity, it could be more than aging. It could be your body quietly warning you of an infection. For decades, antibiotics have been the go-to solution for UTIs. And yes, they can work quickly. But for seniors, the story is more complicated. First, antibiotics don't just kill the bad bacteria causing the infection. They also wipe out the good bacteria in your gut and urinary tract, the very microbes that help protect you from future infections. After a round of antibiotics, your system is left vulnerable, making it easier for another UTI to sneak in. Second, repeated use of antibiotics often leads to something called antibiotic resistance. Over time, the bacteria adapt and stop responding to treatment. That means stronger drugs are needed with more side effects, and even those may not work forever. Third, the side effects themselves can be tough. Nausea, diarrhea, yeast infections, and increased risk of C. difficile, a dangerous intestinal infection, are just a few of the risks, especially in older adults with sensitive systems. Perhaps most frustrating of all for many seniors, UTIs keep coming back anyway. You take the pills, you feel better, and then a few months later, it starts all over again. That's why so many people are turning to natural remedies that support the body's healing process without wiping it out. Remedies that work with your system, not against it. Baking soda. Yes, the same kind you use in your kitchen has quietly been helping people recover from urinary tract infections for generations. And it's more than an old wives' tale. There's real science behind it. A urinary tract infection thrives in an acidic environment. The more acidic your urine, the more irritation and burning you feel, and the more easily bacteria can multiply. But baking soda is naturally alkaline. It helps neutralize the acid in your urine, making it harder for the infection to spread and easier for your body to heal. Baking soda also helps detox the kidneys, flushing out built-up waste and promoting a cleaner internal environment. If the UTI has moved beyond the bladder and started affecting the kidneys, this extra support can be especially important. There are 2 safe and simple methods. Mix 1 rounded teaspoon of baking soda into a full glass of filtered water. Drink it once daily on an empty stomach. Or if you prefer smaller doses, mix half a teaspoon into water and drink it twice a day, also on an empty stomach. Stick with this remedy for at least 1 week and continue a bit longer if symptoms linger. Many people feel relief within days. A quick note: always use food-grade baking soda and check with your doctor if you have high blood pressure, kidney issues, or are on a sodium-restricted diet. Baking soda contains sodium and may not be right for everyone. If baking soda helps calm the storm, apple cider vinegar helps clear the skies for good. Apple cider vinegar has been used for centuries as a natural healing tonic, and modern research is starting to confirm what folk medicine has long believed. This simple fermented liquid contains powerful antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal properties. When it comes to urinary tract infections, ACV works in 2 major ways. First, it helps your body fight off the bacteria that cause the infection. The natural acids in ACV create an environment that's hostile to harmful microbes, while encouraging the growth of healthy gut and urinary bacteria that help keep infections from coming back. Second, ACV supports digestive and immune health, helping your body become more resilient. Many seniors who struggle with repeated infections find that adding ACV to their daily routine makes a noticeable difference in how they feel overall. Start by mixing 1 to 2 tablespoons of raw unfiltered apple cider vinegar into a glass of filtered water. Drink this 2 to 3 times a day, ideally 20 minutes before meals. If the taste is too strong, you can add a teaspoon of Manuka honey. Or if you truly can't handle the flavor, consider ACV tablets or capsules, though liquid form is generally more effective. Keep taking the ACV daily until your symptoms are completely gone, and consider making it part of your long-term wellness plan to help prevent future UTIs. Always choose organic, raw, unfiltered ACV with the cloudy strands at the bottom of the bottle that contain the beneficial enzymes and bacteria. Now that you know how powerful baking soda and apple cider vinegar can be on their own, you might be wondering, can you use them together? The answer is yes, but with care. Both remedies work by adjusting your body's internal pH. Baking soda is alkaline and ACV is acidic, but in a good way it helps balance digestion and fight infection. However, taking them at the same time can cancel out their benefits and lead to bloating or discomfort. Take baking soda in the morning on an empty stomach, ideally at least 30 minutes before breakfast. Then wait at least 4 to 6 hours before using apple cider vinegar, usually before lunch or dinner. Drink plenty of filtered water throughout the day. Hydration is one of your best defenses against infection. It helps flush out bacteria and keeps the urinary tract clean. Avoid coffee, alcohol, and sugary drinks while treating a UTI. These irritants can slow healing and increase discomfort. With the right timing and consistency, these 2 simple ingredients can become a powerful part of your healing journey, safe, natural, and gentle on the body. While natural remedies can be powerful, there are times when medical attention is absolutely necessary. If your symptoms worsen or don't improve within 48 to 72 hours, it's time to call your doctor. A simple UTI can quickly spread to the kidneys or bloodstream if left untreated. Watch for these warning signs: fever or chills, pain in your lower back or side, nausea or vomiting, blood in the urine, confusion, or sudden disorientation. These may indicate a more serious infection that needs prescription medication or medical intervention right away. Also, if you have underlying health conditions such as diabetes, kidney problems, or a weakened immune system, don't wait to seek help. A UTI can become dangerous more quickly in these cases. Mary, 72, from Ohio, used to suffer from UTIs almost every other month. She dreaded the burning, the sleepless nights, the constant worry. But after learning about baking soda and apple cider vinegar, she gave it a try cautiously at first. Within a week, her symptoms faded, and more importantly, they stayed away. Now she starts her mornings with a small glass of baking soda water and sips ACV before meals. For 3 years, she hasn't had a single infection. She calls it her simple little shield, and it's changed how she feels: stronger, in control, and finally free. Your health after 60 isn't about perfection. It's about peace of mind. If you've struggled with UTIs, whether once or many times, you're not alone. But you're also not powerless. Sometimes the best remedies are the ones that have been with us all along, quietly waiting on a kitchen shelf. With just a little baking soda, a little apple cider vinegar, and a little consistency, your body can begin to heal itself the way it was always meant to. You deserve comfort. You deserve strength. You deserve to live your days without pain, without fear, and without depending on pills that never solve the root problem. If this video helped you, consider subscribing to Timeless Wisdom. We create every video with care so you feel more confident, more informed, and more in control of your health. Until next time, take gentle care of yourself, because every day you feel better is a day worth celebrating.